Hey guys, what's going on? Co-leee-co here, back with another video, and today we are going to be looking at the Cleveland Browns and why they might be a playoff contender sometime soon, even though they have been really bad. They were 1-15 last year, which is pretty bad. You know, they were the worst in the league, got the first overall pick, but they did have 3 picks in the first round, and they were able to select a few studs, including Jabril Peppers, who's probably, in my opinion, going to be the most useful player in the draft, even though he probably doesn't excel at any position, you know. Particularly, he's not amazing. He's good at multiple positions, which is very important, especially for a team like Cleveland. So this is all hypothetical. It's predictions. So I hope you enjoy the video, and thanks for watching. What do Tim Couch, Brady Quinn, Brandon Weeden, and Johnny Manziel all have in common? They were all quarterbacks taken in the first round, meant to save the Cleveland Browns franchise, and failed miserably at doing so. All 4 quarterbacks were taken in the last 18 years, and the Browns haven't had to say starting quarterback since Bernie Kosar, who hasn't played since 1993. Not only has the quarterback position been the area the Browns have struggled in, but the whole team as a whole has been riddled with mediocrity. Every year since their return to the league, the Browns have lacked talent, size, and most of all, consistency. Their most successful player since 1999 is Joe Thomas, who is a 10-time Pro Bowler, but at offensive tackle, he can only produce so much. But putting all that aside, the Browns have been collecting young talent and a coaching staff that could help build this team to title contention. Starting with the 2015 draft, the Browns took 2 intriguing young prospects, Danny Shelton and Duke Johnson. Shelton is a 6'2", 335-pound nose guard who is a monster at the University of Washington. Although he didn't have eye-popping stats his first 2 years in the league, he has the size and strength to stuff the run and can add more elements to his game later on, such as pass rushing. Duke Johnson is a halfback out of the U. He instantly had production with the Browns running game, backing up the explosive Isaiah Crowell, another young talent. With a greatly improved running game and a run-stopper on defense, the Browns went into the 2015 season hoping to find some element of success with the college star Johnny Manziel possibly making some noise at quarterback. Of course, the team was absolutely terrible, finishing at 3-13. They finished with the 4th worst defense in the league, as well as the 3rd worst offense in the league, with the only bright spots being a rushing defense that was average at best and Pro Bowler Joe Thomas. Entering the 2016 season, the Cleveland Browns weren't expecting much following an atrocious 2015 season. They fired head coach Mike Pettit and hired Hugh Jackson, an accomplished offensive coordinator, out of Cincinnati. With the signing of RG3 and hoping the young core had a few years to develop, the Browns now had a team that on paper had a chance to improve upon a 3-13 record. But instead, they got even worse, with an 0-14 start before finally beating the Chargers Week 15 with a game-winning field goal. The Browns ended up 1-15 and had a flurry of first-round selections the following draft, including the first overall pick. From what it seems as of right now, the 2017 draft was an extremely successful draft for the Browns, as they took 3 prospects that have a chance to make an immediate impact filling important holes on this team. With the first pick in the draft, the Browns took Myles Garrett, an explosive and talented defensive end, to add to the young defensive front. With the 25th pick, Cleveland took Jabril Peppers, the most versatile and athletic player in the whole draft. Peppers can play pretty much any skill position on the field and is a great kick returner. And in the 2nd round, they took Notre Dame QB DeShone Kizer, who had disappointing college season winning-wise, but still put up big numbers for the Fighting Irish. Kizer reminds me of a lot of a bigger Russell Wilson with his mobility and poised pocket presence. Kizer has a chance to be a day 1 starter and maybe the biggest steal of this past year's draft. And with all this young talent, a few established core members, and a good coaching staff, the Browns are poised to make a slow yet progressive rebuilding process from here on out. Within the next 5 years, the Browns, if everything goes according to plan, will be a playoff contender, and although they may not win a championship anytime soon, at least they won't be the absolute worst team in the league. So yeah, that's what I think of what the Cleveland Browns have been doing for the past few years. Obviously, it's not perfect. Not everything has gone to plan, especially with the drafting of Johnny Manziel in 2015, I believe. Yeah, 2015, and yeah, that was an absolute crap fest. That did not work out at all. So, you know, maybe they won't be good still for another few years, but I'm hoping for Cleveland's sake and their fans' mental sake that they will actually be good. You know, at least decent or okay for the next few years. And yeah, sports curse in Cleveland still goes on with the Cleveland Browns. But thanks guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later.